So this is my first time trying out this recipe. I don't have all the right ingredients, and I've never deep fried anything before. So there's a lot that can go wrong today. Welcome back to Deliciously Awkward. Let me start this video by saying that I consider myself extremely lucky to have a few Filipino people in my life. Because if there's one thing I've learned from my Filipino friends over the years, it's that Filipinos know how to party. Which is good because I don't. So whenever any of our Filipino friends invite us over for any kind of gathering, whether a small get-together, a holiday, or a bigger celebration, you can be sure of three things. It's going to be fun, the food's going to be amazing, and there's going to be lumpia. And if you don't know what lumpia are, they're these small Filipino egg rolls filled with pork and vegetables, deep fried and served with a sweet chili dipping sauce. They're so good and they're so addicting, and it's not something that I ever thought that I would attempt to make myself. So why am I making it? Well, some random internet troll out there has been commenting on every single one of my videos asking me to make lumpia. And the first time I thought, no way, and way too complicated, I'm not gonna make that. But the more he commented it and asked for it, the more I thought, okay, could be a good challenge. So here we are, about to make lumpia. Now let's go make it awkward. So we're about to make the meat mixture that's gonna go inside our lumpia. And let me start by saying something that might be shocking to all you Filipino moms and titas and lolas out there. But rather than ground pork, I am using ground turkey as my meat. Please calm down, especially you, Tita Cecilia. Let me explain. I have borderline high cholesterol, so I'm always trying to watch it, and swapping out ground pork or beef with ground turkey is an easy fix. It might not taste as good. Okay, I'll be honest, it's not going to taste as good as traditional pork lumpia, but I'm looking out for my health, and especially because I'm home alone right now, I will most likely eat the whole batch of lumpia by myself, and a pound of turkey is a lot healthier than a pound of pork. So to the meat, you add 1 egg, 1 minced onion, 1 grated carrot, then a tablespoon of sesame oil, a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of salt, and mix it all together. You know what? I'm going to do it the way your lolas and titas will do it, with my hands. So that's all good and mixed. Now I'm going to clean up my hands and my work area, and we'll get to wrapping them. So it's time to wrap our lumpia. Now I tried to find the real Filipino lumpia wrappers, no luck. I read you could use spring roll wrappers. I couldn't find those either, but I did find just wonton wrappers. I know it's not ideal, and I know Tita Cecilia is ready to slap me upside my head, but I read that these are easier to work with than the spring roll wrappers or lumpia wrappers. They're a little thicker, and since it's my first time making something like this, I'm gonna go the easy route. Okay, so put it on the table. I have a brush and some water to moisten the edges to make sure they stay sealed. Because that's one of my biggest fears, that once they go in the fryer, they're just gonna open up and all the filling's gonna come out, so let's hope it doesn't happen. Okay, so we get it in the middle, tuck, fold in the sides, and roll it up. Okay, not perfect, but first lumpia, only get better from here. So you just repeat that process over and over and over again. Luckily, having worked at Taco Bell, I have a lot of experience rolling burritos, so this is pretty similar. Okay, so after what feels like forever, I have 25 lumpia. I have enough wrappers to make 50. I have enough meat to make 50, but I'm not making 50. This was a lot. I don't know how you lolas do it, but I tried. So our lumpia are wrapped. Now we're gonna head over to the stove and get them fried. So I have about 4 cups of vegetable oil heated to 300 degrees. Put the lumpia in 5 or 6 at a time. Cook them, turn them over on occasion, and once they're golden brown, take them out and do the same thing until you've cooked them all. So I know these don't look like traditional Filipino lumpia. They probably don't taste like traditional Filipino lumpia, but I tried. Now let's give it a taste. Yeah, that's like surprisingly good. I'm surprised at myself. So they might not be as good as your lolas or tita Cecilias, but they're pretty damn good. I'm really proud of myself that I was able to make them. I'm kind of surprised how good they came out, how close to the original they taste. So random internet troll, I hope you're happy. I made lumpia. Again, I didn't think I could do it, but it was actually kind of fun. I like the challenge. So if there's something you want to see me try to cook, leave a comment. I will try to make it. And until then, remember to embrace the awkward, and I'll see you next time.